Hey, glad we could chat about AI and security in Azure. You might wanna check out Neeraj's channel on YouTube for even more insights, and he does some great deep dives into related topics, so definitely tune into his content and subscribe to TechLab too. Let's cut to the main issue. So imagine a friend just started using AI tools within Microsoft Azure, right? They're probably aware of AI's amazing capabilities, but maybe less so about the security bits that come with handling sensitive data. First off, they need to know why security in Azure matters so much. Azure's no stranger to the hype, but its real value is in its robust security features and compliance certifications. We're talking about protecting customer trust and, by extension, the company's reputation and bottom line. Azure has built-in tools to help, but it's up to us to know how to use them and stay sharp on the latest threats. Then we've got confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Azure is designed with the CI triad in mind, but remember, these principles are non-negotiable. Encrypt data at rest and in transit with Azure Key Vault, and use services like Azure Information Protection to label and manage sensitive information. And always have a multi-layered defense approach, like keeping your AI applications isolated from other systems, which Azure's segmentation does for you. Access controls are your friends too, ensuring only the right eyes, or in this case, entities, see what they're supposed to. Authentication and authorization. These are the gatekeepers of cloud security. Azure has a plethora of methods like MFA and conditional access policies to help ensure that only authorized personnel gain access to critical AI systems and data. Tie these with Azure AD to unify identities across your Microsoft estate and make sure your security policies are as dynamic and adaptive as the data you want to protect. Now, let's not ignore the physical aspects like your premises and network. Imagine the physical world mirrors the digital, so network security and proper device management in the Azure cloud are also critical. Ensure that only authorized locations are accessing what they need, and use services like Azure Security Center to manage and assess security from across your data centers. Software integrity is next, pal. We use tools like Azure Security Agent to monitor and remediate vulnerabilities, and Azure Security Center for continuous compliance assessments. Keep software up to date and apply the right patches. Remember, it's as much about what software you are using as what harm you are using it for. Oh, and don't skimp on the human element. User education and training are key. Just because Azure has built-in security features doesn't mean threats have been eradicated. Phishing attempts, malware, and other social engineering tactics are age-old foes with new faces. Keep the crew in the know on security hygiene. Now that we've covered protective measures, let's speak a bit on mitigating AI data security risks. I'm talking about stuff like model poisoning and adversarial attacks. Azure Machine Learning and Azure Machine Learning Studio provide services to monitor model inputs and predictions, but it's also important to understand and implement input validation strategies to ensure the data feeding into our models isn't messed with. Data privacy regulations, like GDPR in Europe or CCPA in California, are the talk of the town, and Azure is all about helping keep up. We use tools like Azure Privacy Manager to make sure compliance is on point, but it's up to us to understand the data flow and ensure data privacy regulations aren't just suggestions, but requirements. When it comes to disaster recovery for AI data, Azure has you covered with its backups, redundant designs, and failover capabilities. but it's our job to set them up correctly. Establish RTO and RPO targets and test your disaster recovery plans to ensure not just business continuity but also the AI model's integrity. Lastly, let's touch on the ever-present cloud service model. While Azure makes it easy to deploy and scale your AI models, that comes with shared responsibility. While Azure guarantees certain security and compliance aspects, it's paramount to ensure we as users maintain responsibility towards the data and applications. And now that we've had our intellectual coffee, I gotta remind you that these aren't all the tools, but they're the tip of the iceberg. Azure's extensive ecosystem includes more sophisticated security practices like network flow auditing, threat detection with Azure Sentinel, and using AI for threat intelligence. So, imagine walking through your AI data security like a pro. Start by auditing, stay vigilant on changes and access patterns, and always look at threats from the AI angle: model security, data poisoning, adversarial attacks, etc. The best practices I've laid out apply across all Microsoft Azure services, but it's about understanding the nuances and applying tailored defense strategies. It's like a chess game. For every move in safeguarding your AI data, be prepared to counter your opponent's strategies. To wrap this up, while AI can bring massive efficiency gains, it comes with unique security challenges. It's vital to stay sharp on the defensive strategies that Azure offers, but also to maintain robust, personal risk management practices. After all, your organization's success in harnessing AI innovation depends on how well you address these risks. Hey, if you are still with me and fancy a deeper dive into Microsoft Azure, then I'm telling you to check out Neeraj's channel on YouTube. He navigates these waters beautifully, and subscribe to TechLab. They roll out some gold. Stay secure and leverage AI like the powerhouse it is, but keep your guard up. See you on the flip side. To visit Neeraj's channel on YouTube and subscribe to TechLab, just go to neeraj.qzz.io in your web browser and give it a little thumbs up for subscription. You won't regret it. It's the source of plenty of expertise and insights. Until next time, protect what matters.